Hello everyone and welcome back. Well, first order of business today is going to be getting blade traps, dart traps made for our horde base. I think I'm going to add a couple more dart traps to it, but I definitely have to get those blade traps. I have two. Okay, so we have two right there. Let's make two more to replace the ones that got destroyed last horde. That's main priority. And then I can rest easy knowing that that's done. And we'll move on to mining for more stone to make cement. And what else do we need to do? Let's take a look at the forges here. Okay, well I queued up 3,200 more darts. And now let me check these forges for our bulletproof glass. Well, the first thing I notice here is that I'm out of lead. I've accumulated, let's see how much bulletproof glass I actually have. I have accumulated 135, which is just a fraction of the amount we need. We need thousands of it. So still a long way to go there. I'm going to go ahead and pump out all of the brass that I have here into bullet tips because that's all you're going to make out of it anyway. And I'm going to go mine for lead and possibly some stone because right now it looks as if I am out of sand. Yes, I'm out of sand and stone. We're going to take all of the stone that we have and turn it into sand. I'm going to put this all back into the raw resources and go hit up that lead mine. Before I go, folks, I'm going to get some cans cooking up here. We're out of oil. And I do have some oil shale, so all I have to do is make the cans and we'll be able to make plenty of oil moving forward. That's I ran out of that. I only have 2 or 3 left. I was making the blade traps and that was the one thing I did not have enough of. So I've done that. The blade traps are ready to go. I'm going to make a land claim block if I can. Yes, I have some stone here. And actually what I don't use for the land claim block here, I'm going to turn into sand. I have 1 stack of cement left. And then we're going to do our mining. I forgot that we exhausted our lead resource over near the base a couple episodes ago. So I had to drive around for a while to find another one. And I'm going to place this here. We're going to hook it up. I had that weird glitch again. Oh. The battery is dead. Doggone it. Oh. So there's no need to even put this down. I'll just, what are you gonna do, man? I'll just deal without it for now, and hopefully we'll be okay and get mining on this lead. Oh, this is not good. Oh, the buzzer dropped right as they were about to fall in my hole. Got a wandering horde here. Well, folks, once again, I'm very unfortunate. I think this is lead. But I found a hole that started as lead and ended up as iron. And we only mined 1 stack of lead. So we're going to have to go find another place to mine lead. I'm not really sure where that's going to be. I had to drive around for a while just to find this little bit of lead here. I always thought that lead was the most abundant, maybe outside of iron. But this seed is certainly proved otherwise. Well, let me hop on the bike and I'm going to pick up my turret here, ride around, see if we can't find another lead node somewhere. It was starting to get a little ridiculous how long I had to drive around to find a lead node. Lots of coal, lots of nitrate, lots of iron, no lead anywhere. Well, folks, I have a booger lady here. This is the first time I can remember that, mining lead. I'm going to see if she falls down in here. Booger lady down. Not good. I do not have a way out of here. Oh, there we go. Get on up there. Oh, man. Well, I guess that's a good place to call it for the mining there. I got almost 5 stacks, and we found a place that, it looks like, unless it runs out, this part over here turned into coal, just like all the rest of them. But it looks like we'll have a place to come and mine for coal in the near future when we need some more. I need to mark this on my map. We're going to go back to the base and start smelting it down. Okay, we're finally making some more cement or concrete mix. I have all these darts that are ready. Let's check this one. I could make a couple more dart traps, and I filled up all of the forges once again. 89 more bulletproof glass puts us up to a grand total of 224. Only about 30,000 left. I'm joking, folks, but it's going to take a lot. 185 oil we're crafting now. Another harvest done with the garden. I'm going to take the seed. I must have punched a couple of them that I didn't need to. Oh, I did. Right there and there. But I'm going to make that into some black strap coffee. Okay, I picked up all of the junk that we left here from the horde, and I'm going to replace these blade traps. Okay, blade traps replaced. Let's head over to the new construction and see if we can do a little work on it. This is what I've come up with so far. I need to go back to the base and craft some lanterns. I need to see if I can craft some oh man, I went through a lot of cement. I did 2 rings on the floor, 2 rings on the ramps, and what you see there, and I used a handful of the concrete blocks. Still have a good many of those left over, but man, we went through a ton of our concrete. I don't know how many stacks I actually picked up for my inventory, but this is what it's looking like from out here. Let me go over and make some lanterns to try something that I had in mind, and maybe grab the bulletproof glass also. Then we'll come back over here and work on this some more. Cooking up 12 blackstrap coffee. Well, I'm going to have to cook up a couple hundred jars of water. We're going to have to make some glue. I realize making these lanterns, first off, we're going to have to go wrench a ridiculous amount of cars. I think that's the only way we can get headlights. Maybe we can find some at a trader, but that's going to be part of the components we need. So we need oil, which I have cooking up right here. All of these things that we're going to need, and I'm very, very short. It's 4 duct tape per lantern, 5 oil per lantern. So the duct tape's cooking up here. I have a lot of bones we could make into glue once I get the water. Let's, how many jars am I sitting on here? Only 54. And I have 51 murky water. We can go ahead and make some glue right now. and then we'll go rent some cars. That's going to be key. I have to make sure I have enough points in salvage operations to get the most out of the cars, because they're going away. They're never coming back. All right, here it is, the final point, Master Scavenger. Might be the first time I've ever capped that before. I don't recall capping out Scavenge before. But anyway, let's put this in here. I got to slap that in there also, this for the mining. And we can put this back on our belt. All of our building things can be in here. And we're going to take our wrench, our impact driver, stick it on our belt, and we're going to go look for cars to wrench. It's going to be super important for us moving forward to do this. I didn't realize we were kind of short on the things needed for something like lanterns, but these lanterns are really nice, and they're going to provide light without having to provide electricity. Man, I don't know if I've ever been in this store before. There's a lot of electronics in here. Little electronics store. I want to take these zombies out before they destroy too many things. Look at that, folks! An electronics store box can contain augers and bellows. I don't really need the auger. I guess it does sell for 1,000, but wow, I had no idea. First time ever being in here and looting these things. We don't need the motor tool parts anymore, but that's kind of cool. Look at that, 5 quality chainsaw in that one. I mean, that sells for a little bit too. We're not really hurting for money, but I need to auger into this chest. Well, I guess I'll call it good for the parts now. We got 34 headlights, so that equals 34 more lanterns. That's not nearly enough. But 281 electrical parts and some mechanical parts, a few batteries and engines and so forth. I actually got a 6 quality battery for the battery bank. But we're going to have to do a lot more of this. I really am enjoying the salvage candy. It lasts for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes with one of these new tools, you can salvage a lot of stuff. And so we came back with a pretty good harvest. But I'm going to go back to the base and drop some things off and then head over to the new build site. Do a little bit more work over there before we call it a day. All right, we were only able to make 19 lanterns, and that was because we're short on oil. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to queue up more cans here, and we'll need to make a whole ton of those for oil. 1,600. I think I'm going to make 1,000 cans, and that should be enough for all the oil I need. Let me get some more fuel in here. I'm actually going to put coal if I have some coal. Yes. I'm going to put some coal in the forges, and then we're going to go over to the new build and work on it for just another moment. Believe it or not, folks, that tiny little bit of oil that I just made used all of our oil shale. I had like 7,000 or 8,000 or something. I have 15 left. So something I might want to do is think about trying to get down to Grease Monkey 5 here. I don't really like the gyrocopter, but you know, it's probably going to be the easiest way for us to get all the way down there. Oh, it's going to take 8 of my headlights to make that thing too. 25 duct tape? Oh my goodness. But if we want to get to where the oil shale's at, it's simply too much of a drive to try to get there on a motorcycle. I'm also going to take my jars with me so that we can, make some, get some water while we're out and about. Duct tape 18, gyrocopter accessories, leather. What are we missing here? Mechanical parts and forged iron. Well, there it is, folks. Gyrocopter accessories, chassis. They're crafting right now, about 5-6 minutes. Then I have to get 3 wheels together. I have 2, so I should be able to craft a 3rd with no problem. I wonder. There's probably no difference between a 1 and a 6, you know, for speed, because that gyrocopter is so slow. But we crafted all that gas, you know, so we're good on gas. Looks like I have, right here. I have all of that gas, so we won't need that. But let me put all this stuff away and see what it takes. I picked up a little bit of acid wrenching the cars. That's kind of a cool feature. You know, you can get acid from that. So wheel. All right, there it is. There's the 3rd wheel. So we craft that 3rd wheel. We come back to the base, and we'll be able to make a gyrocopter to fly over there and get some gas, because I'm not going to make that drive again on a motorcycle. That was so painful last time. But we're going to have it. We're out. We have plenty of, you know, we have plenty of this. We just don't have any sand and stone. So that's another thing I have to do. Look at all the bullet casings I have pumping out there. Make sure I have everything before we head over to the base. I think I do grab a few more lanterns. That'll be crafting. All right, let's head over to the base and wrap the day up. Let me check the trader real fast before I go over there to see what respawn day it is. I think it's respawns since I was here last. I think she respawned. Rockbusters, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the Art of Mining 6. I could have used that one this last time out too, because I almost died to collapse. Oh, that's awesome. So we're only 1 book away from being able to one-shot ore from time to time, which seems more often than not. Yes!
I'm a doctor.
Folks, that makes me want to break for just a moment and ride to the other traders and see if we can find these books. I didn't even pay attention to the, let's see here. 49. So we have until day 49 to go check out the other traders to see what they might have. You know what'll be perfect, folks? If I just wait on this thing to craft, I don't know how long it takes to actually make the gyrocopter itself, but if I wait for that, we could just fly over all of this awful. I'm sure you can see it here on the map. That is just mountains, all mountains. It's awful trying to drive through there. Not to mention the bears and the things over here. And I could fly from there to here to the trader, avoid all of that mountainous area there. We could just fly around, and maybe we just fly on down to get the oil shale, because that's going to be the, look at this, the new base. You can see it on the map there. Pretty cool looking. While this is, I'm going to wait on this, and while the gyrocopter's crafting, I'm going to go down there and install these lanterns like what I wanted to do earlier. And we can also grab some water at this watering hole next to our new base. All right, the gyrocopter's crafting. We're going to ride over to the new base and see about installing these lanterns in the spot I wanted to. We're also going to scoop up some water, see what these lanterns look like. Well, the true test will be coming over here at nighttime to find out what it looks like exactly with those installed. And I'm going to have to remove like this piece of bulletproof glass right there and this one. We're going to have to remove all of those when we go to paint it. I'm going to have to decide on the color that I want to paint this thing before we get around to doing that. I don't really know yet. I have an idea, but you know, this was probably the best way of doing the supports that I could think of with these centered poles. They're not as large and kind of clunky, but this is what it is. And let's walk off from it here a little bit. Okay, so it's looking like that. I got to do another layer of this glass, but maybe you kind of see a little direction of where I'm going with this. But I want it to be a bit futuristic looking and not primitive or ancient looking. So we got to cover some things up and hide some things and so forth. But that's it. Folks, I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to take this water back to the base and start cooking up some bones, some glue for the next episode. But thank you for your support, for all your thumbs up. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time.